YouTubers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. And welcome back. We had a little bit of a hiatus last weekend from Chants of Sennaar, which is what we'll be playing tonight. Saturday, December the 9th, 2023. We're coming up on the end of the year. I'm hoping that we can complete Chants of Sennaar before the end of the year. I don't know if that is going to happen. So, to recap, the last time we played Chants of Sennaar, we finished up, I think we would call it like the warrior level. You go into the fortress and you have to disguise yourself because they're all sort of militaristic. And like they have like a code that they carry the weapons and they exalt the chosen ones who are like the bards. It's one of those interesting things because this game is so much about language. Different languages will refer to things in different ways. So like the warriors call them the chosen. I think the people on that floor call themselves the bards. I don't know. That might be some conceit of like the Steam achievements or something someone said in chat. But like basically it is a culture that seems largely based on music. Not entirely, but they also seem to revere musical people much like the warriors did. The problem with that floor was that unlike with the warriors, where we relatively early on found a cipher, like a shield that had little bits of like a sentence that bridged the gap between two languages, I missed the equivalent of that fairly early on by just trying to explore a big open area. I missed the little cove that had that sort of cheat sheet in it, and so I was just wandering around and getting lots of words. Like, I feel like I very quickly had all of, not all, but like most of the words were like in my copybook, and I was just like, okay, great, that's what all the words look like. I know what like 2 of them mean. Also, there is a maze that one is meant to explore in order to transition from the bard floor to whatever comes next, because it did take me personally most of an entire stream to get through that floor in particular. So you're supposed to go in there at a certain point. You're meant to find kind of a set of instructions to help you get through the maze. Basically, if you see X, do Y. And in the process of just sort of learning what the maze was, we accidentally solved it without any of the clues. But it was also relatively early in our time on the floor, which meant that we had no idea what we were doing, and as a result, we really couldn't proceed, but it really would have been funny if we did, huh? It's tricky. There are certain games that I think, like, if I had accomplished that feat, I would have just kept going to see if I could break the game, but I'm really enjoying Chants of Sennaar and its various puzzle forms far too much to try and deliberately skip content. I just, like, don't... There's just no shot that I want to do that, so we didn't. It did mean that we had to backtrack and figure out the whole language, and that took quite some time. So again, it's most of what we did last time. When you reach the other side of the labyrinth, you find sort of like a catacomb-looking area. We didn't progress very far. I think we saw like a mysterious figure duck into like a tunnel that was like decorated with some pipes or something like that. I don't know. It was kind of ominous. We don't exactly know what's going on. Now, before we get started, I did promise something of a recap of the situation from last week, and I'll try not to take too long here because I don't know how much anyone cares. But the reason that I wasn't able to stream last week is because it was the sole Los Angeles date for truly one of my favorite bands of all time, randomly deciding to come to the United States from their, like, perpetual tour in the UK. Like, they're from Australia. They'd been touring in the UK for like over a year continuously, I think, like a really long time. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, you know what? Let's go to the US. So they hit like 4 dates here and like 1 in Canada. And considering I have no idea if they'll ever come back to the US again at all, because they're not local, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty much going to that, whatever that has to look like. So it meant going to like a new venue I'd never been to before. Not that I'm like a particularly adventurous person when it comes to trying out events in Los Angeles. But it was a really interesting place. It was very much sort of like an intimate club vibe, which isn't something I've really done before. So obviously that means it was kind of like poorly lit, intentionally so. But that's like one of the only things I'd really say against the place, called the Echoplex. And it's a really interesting place. It's sort of like a small venue, but like weirdly deep. So even though like a bunch of people gathered around the stage for the energetic dance music, which I am known for loving, despite it being completely incongruous with the rest of my personality, or so people tell me, there were like basically like rows of benches along the sides of the walls, so you could like totally just sit and like avoid the crowd completely if that was your thing. There was also like a little bit of like stool seating, like sort of flanking the stage on either side. And then of course like a big central area there people gathered to be closest to the stage. I really don't know how much I could say about the performance from Confidence Man, because it's everything I could hope it was. They are like a 90s like house inspired dance group, so they're like strictly my wheelhouse. I'm very familiar with their catalog of songs. They haven't been making music for an incredible amount of time, but they are making incredible music. And they perform so hard. You can like look up live performances on YouTube and just see what they do, and it's just incredible. And seeing it live was even better. So that was just a thrill. And I don't have much vocabulary for music to elaborate further. I do recommend checking out Confidence Man if you're at all interested in electronic or dance music. They're just great. Love them a ton. It was great seeing them. Was really excited that came about. I do, however, also need to mention the opening act, because I'll say that this duo was not exactly my cup of tea, but they're just fascinating. And I gave a little bit of a tease for this yesterday. So the opening act is called Blake the Man 1000, which is really hard to say in a normal voice, but we'll get to that in a moment. But so I would describe like Blake the Man 1000 style as like some hybrid between like auteur, like indie rock, and like whiny rap. It's just it spanned quite an assortment of styles, up to and including. So the group is made up of Blake the Man 1000. He's sort of the front man of the two-man group. He has a guy named Pedro who just like does the mixing of the instrumentals on a laptop. But like Pedro's purpose is largely just to be a perpetual hype man in the most glorious possible fashion. So when I say it's hard to think of the name Blake the Man 1000 in like a normal voice, it's because you spend the entire Blake the Man 1000 set listening to his hype man go, Blake the Man 1000, and then just followed up with like whatever stream of consciousness thing he's thinking. Up to and including things like Blake the Man 1000, drinking water and feeling vibes. I don't know, there were so many of them, and it's so hard to think of them. But the most common one, by far, was Blake the Man 1000. Wow. And I can't describe to you the sensation. Listen, the music is not my scene. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just not for me. I didn't have, like, a great experience vibing to that music. But I had so much fun with the bizarre character of Blake the Man 1000 and Pedro, who gets no further identification other than Pedro. But yeah, I mean, it's the whole thing was just absolutely wild. The one thing I will say to cap that conversation off is if you have played Disco Elysium, or if you experienced me playing Disco Elysium earlier this year, I would say that Pedro, the hype man, is essentially just Egghead, the guy who was like obsessed with music, but like didn't really speak very much except under very specific circumstances. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little bit of a recap of that, partially to explain that it was very important personal reasons that we didn't stream, because I take it very seriously to skip a stream, and also to enlighten the world about Blake the Man 1000, or as we should all come to know him, Blake the Man 1000. Wow. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's hit the console button. If we hit the console button, we just have a black screen with my face in a different corner. So it's time to play Chants of Sennaar. Why does the H... Why always do I want to put the H in there? It's time to play Chants of Sennaar. Everything seems like it should be working. It feels like the game is telling me I've validated more glyphs than I expect. Oh god, I don't remember any of the controls for, like, managing the book or anything, huh? We're gonna have a lot of struggle with that today. Okay, so we've recapped the game, so let's just go. We're on these big stairs. So this room is, like, directly next to... Yeah, this is where we exit this is the exit to that fateful labyrinth, and then we go up these stairs onto more stairs, onto more stairs. That was the thing I remembered, like a big, lanky shadow spook. Squeak, squeak. Does this... For some reason, I'm suddenly reminded that this game technically has stealth mechanics that I've used, like, twice ever. There's a minecart. Can I put that in my pocket? This is an inventory game. I don't think... Oh, I don't love that. Ah, he's afraid of the light. The shadow torch guy. Do you have any glyphs for me? Hey. Okay, that's good data to have, I think. I just kind of wanted to see what the game would do if I tried to do the dumbest possible thing. And it's pretty much what you would expect. What that tells me is that we are... Probably not a stealth. Probably like a little bit of a brief survival horror thing, which I am known to not be a fan of. So I don't think he's gonna jump the gap from there to this shadowy patch. That's probably fine. What's the lever do? It has the gear icon. Does that mean... Ah, I see. I wasn't even really paying attention to the fact that the shadow covered the stretch to the door. That's fair enough. Okay, so maybe it's not survival horror, it's light puzzle. But we do want to do a little bit of stealth, huh? Because it dumped us straight into stealth. So... I guess the notion is that I will have to be sneaky to some extent so that I can flip some number of these switches to make it possible to not have to be sneaky. Both survival horror and stealth are not really my bag, baby. Well, I didn't kind of think he was immediately going to turn around, so I did get my face eaten off. It's a little tough, just because you either have to wait a really long time to figure out when the blind spots in a cycle are, or you just have to take big risks. Is this the same time I went last time? It's not. It's a little better. Okay. It also helps to know what the lever does, so that I know that I'm not immediately safe if I flip it. That's, like, kind of important to know, I think. I don't think... I feel like there is potential for the minecart to do something useful, but I don't think it's now. So this is the time I went the first time, right? I mean, like, he can see me from there. Yeah, that's pretty fair, I guess. You turn, like, the other way? Ah, boy. Ah, jeez. Any clue Tales from Eternal Sonata? Yeah. Isn't there just, like, a name for that general status? That would be pretty helpful here. I think my problem is that I'm being too ambitious. I think I'm not supposed to try and go for the obvious... Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's Shining Body, Sniper Justice. By the way, hi, Sniper Justice. Sorry for not giving you a proper greeting. I was doing my whole... Oh, it's right in my face, that confetti can. I had to talk about Blake the Man 1000. The people had to know. So I'm going to, like... get over here and look the other way. Uh-huh. I'm pretty close to my face. I don't love that. Hey, Cotillion, everything is terrible, but that kind of just means that everything is still happening. You did miss the discussion of Blake the Man 1000, unfortunately for you. So, there's a couple things we could do from here, which make this a little tricky. Blake the Man 1000 burns in the light. Yeah. Let's do this. That's not what I wanted. That isn't... It turns out that's not what I wanted. Oh, I don't like that at all. What? Oh, that's so annoying. It's really annoying. Okay, so... feels like he should hear that look. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about... Like, I'm generally not a fan of stealth mechanics. I don't think these are great. Like, ducking between cover is perhaps more responsive than I might expect, so that's nice. I do still kind of hate trying to guess when you're detected. It's just, like, a thing that, like, most stealth games make difficult. What is this? What? Oh. Okay, sure. That's really not how I thought that was going to go. That might be on me, but I guess I'm glad that I touched the red stuff. So, this will open this door. This guy sounds like me earlier this afternoon when I went to the Burger King with my mom and they had Cheesy Tots. And this is just my response to them bringing back Cheesy Tots. I get so excited that, like, I can't even hold my breath. This looks not good. Big panel wall looks like I'm gonna get eaten by a grue. Those things must be grues, right? It seems likely that they are grues. Oh boy. I mean, it's pretty good for dramatic effect, but that would definitely not make me thrilled to live in that circumstance for real. Is this like an easy bake oven? Oh, hang on. There's symbols on this. Ooh, it's Plague Doctor time. Finally. Oh, no. Well, whatever these are, they appear to be using some similar linguistic, like, conveyance. Like, they're a similar part of speech. They could be numbers or... like nouns or something like that. Oh boy. There's sure like a lot of things you could push. So the thing at the top looks like it's light, so those will probably be a progress indicator rather than more buttons. This is binary, so like it seems like it's a good place to start. We should get some clear sense of what this might do. So that's like enter, because I flip it and it like blinks but doesn't do anything and then reverts back to the original position. Oh. Okay, so the Biden is just no. Is it possible to do a more nuanced rotation of this dial? It has like a lot of things on it. Oh, these are... Okay, I think I understand. These probably are numbers. So I would guess that this is second. Okay. So then... Third might be triangle? What's the button? It's Y. Okay. 1... 2... I kind of thought my initial assumption was like a little more nuanced than this. That it wasn't just someone had taped on instructions of the order to do it. And I think that's partially because the dial has so many things on it. I would not assume that like that would be one input, but there you go. Like I says, what is my hat exactly? I thought it was Christmas Mickey Mouse. But my brother says upside down Santa sticking his feet out. No, it's Mickey Mouse. It is. It's a little hard to tell because the ears are so floppy they don't necessarily stay up. But yeah, it's a Santa Mickey Mouse. I have surprisingly few Santa hat options, I realized. So I have this. I have another one I've worn on stream, which is, it has sort of like a baseball cap base to it. But then also is a Santa hat. That one's like pretty fragile. I don't know how many more times I could wear it before it dies. And then I have like a even fancier Santa Mickey hat that like doesn't fit as well as this one. And may not be a great choice for wearing while streaming. I don't know which one of these I think is for. If I had to make a guess, it would make a certain amount of sense for this to build from like semicircle to filled circle with dot in it, and that be like a hard symbol for 5. So I want... No. Okay. So let's just make sure... I still have to rule out one of 2 options here. Yeah, okay, so that is 4. The right button is just always wrong, I guess. Which is fair enough. I knew going into testing that I would still have a 50% chance of that looking wrong. And there's a chance that this isn't what this means, but it feels fairly likely that this is true. I made all the lights go on. The 4 is the trickiest one of the bunch for sure. Interesting for numbers to be the first thing we get from this group. I feel like that could lead to like a really interesting type of exploration for the area. Okay, so that's where the monster came from originally to eat my face. Don't know if that's useful to me at all. What's over here? Ooh. It's FaceTime, and a wall with some stuff on it. So these are my teleporters. And this is a conversation that's not happening yet. So I could try to go back somewhere. Like, we were pretty close at the end of the last area. There was a conversation between... bards and devotees that like I kind of had context for, but like it was the end of the stream and I couldn't like remember the correct like syntax for some of the devotee stuff, so I was struggling. No, it's written in bard even though it has the other. But if I move this cart, there's like something else written. Can I move the cart? Do I have to open the door to move the cart? At least I'm pretty sure. It looks like there's like a thing written there. Do you see that? Just some, like, red to the left of the cart. Oh, wait. Can I just select the cart here? Ah. Interface issue. Fair enough, fair enough. Night, Neko. Thank you for stopping by. I do hope you get some good sleep and some good time spent with your brother around the holidays. Okay. So, it looks like there should only be... Huh. There's a repeated symbol between the two sentences when translated to Plague Doctor. But it's not immediately obvious what symbol that is. Huh. It's very interesting. Seeking you are, found we have. I did sort of forget about the Yoda speak thing. It's tricky, like, it gives you the book to, like, know the individual symbols, but, like, once you start getting engrossed in a new language, it's a little easy to lose track of the old syntax, like the nuance of it. So what is the concept that could join these? It might be a trick question, because I think some of these, I think maybe the devotee language in particular, like, combine, like, find and seek, or something like that. There was something similar to that. This makes me feel so stupid. What do I think the difference is between you and me? That might give me something to go on. I mean, the trick is... It's laid out in, like, a pretty devious fashion for this to actually help me understand anything. Because we have one repeated symbol in the middle, and yet in the other language we don't have a repeated, obvious concept. Then, in addition to that, on the left of whatever the repeated word is, we have two things that look like they're a similar part of speech. And on the right side, we also have two completely different things that look like they're a similar part of speech. So... Oh, that's weird. If you... Wow, that's weird. If you look at the first symbol in each sentence, it's like inverted 180 degrees and stuck to the open circle on the right. It's not precise, but it's pretty close. Like the little Christmas tea thing flipped over and stuck on the circle, but then the top circle from the tree goes off to one side, and then with the other one, the little central line with the circle on it upside down, and then a curved arm going off it. Again, it's not like 100%, but it's rather similar. I don't know how intentional that is, but given the nature of the game so far, I assume that's deliberate. So what then the heck? What is the concept that joins these? It's not like to be. I think I have to come back to this. It's just not clicking. Yeah, write it down in your copybook. I am not smart enough. So let's see where the elevator goes, I guess. We did go to all the trouble of making it work after all. It's a Fallout vault? No, I can't do anything with it. Can I door? No. Cannot door. It's kind of industrial up here, a little bit. There's something invisible blocking my path, and I also think I would be unable to circle around the bottom, even though it's hard to tell because of the overlapping foreground element and the weird hitboxes, but I can't get to that door back there either. Oh dear, what is this? What's this thing? Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh, look at the little triangle man! It's like, what's that guy's name? Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls? Oh boy. I mean, my immediate reaction to seeing this is that triangle might be person related. This over here is an oil rig. This is a glass of wine conducting a symphony. That leads downstairs to an old school aerial antenna and a satellite dish. That's a weird combination, old and new. This is 1. This is 2. This could be like a first floor, second floor, because there's stairs and what may be an elevator in the middle. But it looks like the elevator doesn't go down. And also on the first floor, there's a shuriken, although I presume that the shuriken means that that's where I am. I don't know what the sticky note here is. Kind of rune-like. Yeah, I'm not sure if you... I don't happen to recall, Jakey, how much, if any, you've seen of this game. But the bulk of the actual gameplay to Chants of Sennaar is finding various linguistic runes and trying to decipher the language so you can, like, solve puzzles and communicate with people. Do you have symbols for me, fellows? Uh-huh. Well, I recognize the Christmas tree with the finial dobra, and I recognize the man whose arm drooped so hard, but I don't know what either of those mean. And I can't talk to the pink guy, he doesn't like me. So that's the elevator that'll take me to 2. This is not a real door. This looks like something out of Meow Wolf. Okay, well, I feel like the symbol for microscope is relatively clear, except it's also not a rune from the language. Ah, jeez. Yeah, I mean, I did look at that map. I need a little something, game. Give me a little something as a treat. Okay, something 1, something 2. Thing 1 and thing 2. And there's also a third sign that's scratched out, which is a little weird. So if I could figure out what either one of these rooms is, or what... I guess if I figure out what these 2 rooms have in common, I can figure out what that symbol might mean. So what happens in this... What's in this door? I don't like the foreground elements here. They're too distracting. So this would say something else on it, right? Because it's leading back where I came from? No. Wait a minute. Isn't that the same symbol I was just looking at? That's odd. Does that mean that's like a door symbol? No, because there's like... I don't know. These guys won't talk to me. I'm not cool enough. And then someone covered this one up. That must be the sign that was scratched out before. I presume... Can I remove that? Can I take that with me? First floor has ninjas. For sure. I think we all sort of assumed that. About traffic, cone hat man, Devo in the foreground distracting. No, that's not even what I was referring to. What I was referring to is I was trying to like glance over at chat while absently going through the doorway over here. And normally you could just like walk through a doorway. You don't have to hit the like activate door button, which it gives you for convenience. But this stupid pole in the way, I like somehow like was walking into the wall because I like couldn't exactly see where my character was hitting the door. That's what I was grumbling about. I don't know, man. It's like a whole world to explore, and I'm kind of an idiot. Guess I'll go this way. Well, these all... Okay, there's some symbols here. Oh, can I have this lantern? Is that for me? No, I need to do... I have to put a will-o-wisp in here or something. Well, let me look at the wall, then. Well... Something sextant slice of pizza, I think we can all agree. I mean, clearly this is some sort of message about the grooves, which don't like fire and light, from what we've experienced, which is why there's a torch here. Oh, I see. I understand. It's dark in here, and you are likely to be eaten by a grue, so you need to solve the lantern puzzle. I understand. There's too much stuff on me here. I want unobstructed walkways so I can interact with chat. Let's Oh my lord. We're right back at Bard Country. Someone was like, Bard Country's the hard one, because you get like a bunch of stuff up front and you don't know what it means. And then I've like looked at a chalkboard and a directory and like several personal messages, and I basically have like the entire language in my copybook and no context for any of it. I would love to know what satellite dish means. That's not an invitation to tell me, just in case that's not clear. The whole point is for me to do very badly and you to quietly chuckle while I... Absolutely not. Not a chance in the world that we're anywhere near solving whatever this puzzle is. What's this? Oh my cripes, it's a ruler. It's a whole ruler, you guys. How much math do I need to... I mean, I guess the plague doctors are like scientists or pharmacists or sassy pharmacists. How many are you gonna put? Okay, not that many. So what's straight line then? None of these are straight line. It's like 1 schmut, 2 schmut. That's like foot, but it's not an actual unit, so you put schmut in front of it to indicate that it's a fake thing. So, I mean, I could tell you that 6 is a thing coming off of the line, and then 7, you put a little circle on that, and then 8, you kind of put a circle under it, and then 9, you get rid of both of those circles, and then put Sanji's eyebrow on it. So, but, like, none of this goes in my copybook. So, like, why? What's the... The straight line just seems to be a notch. It doesn't seem like it's a word. It just seems like the normal thing you do with a thing that measures distance. Sanji is he's a character on One Piece. He's known for having a particularly shaped eyebrow, among other things. But, like, it's a distinct physical characteristic, is that he has, like, a curly Q eyebrow. Sometimes when characters aren't getting along with him, they'll, like, point out how weird his eyebrow looks, that kind of thing. Sup? Oh my god. Uh-huh. What you got for me, purple hat? It seems possible that the Christmas tree thing is high, but that doesn't seem correct. It does seem to be a thing people say to... Oh my god. I think I'm closer to splitting atoms than I am to solving any words at all in this language. So presumably... No, back off. I guess the oil tower with a single circle at the end could be the potion one. Where is it? This thing. I don't even know what to, like, science potion? What's the what's space? Found it. That's a hard guess. It looks like there's some word for change or metamorphosis. It's possible that could be pizza slice, but that's a bit of a long shot. I mean, I guess I might as well write it down, considering I have none context. Oh, don't do that. I do kind of wish, like, slash was on the grid here for when playing with controller, but I'll make do with the big line thing. I wanted to put morph to make it clear to me that it may be closer to metamorphosis and not just general change. Live action One Piece did a good job with Sanji. What's funny about that to me is, and part of this might just be that Sanji's, like, not particularly close to my favorite One Piece character. In some ways, I kind of thought Sanji was, like, the weakest part of Season 1 of live action One Piece, and he's still really good. Let me go back to... Go back to the wall with the painting of the guy with the lantern. Yeah, change not looking super likely here, huh? I'm gonna hazard a guess that the triangle man with the sombrero and the dangle arms on the left there, that might be what I've been calling the Gru, because he's a monster who will eat you in the dark. Which is a Zork reference, for those of you who aren't up on your Zork lore. Just gonna call him a Gru. And these are... We're taking some wild swings just so that we can have some vague basis for figuring out any amount of progress as we stumble into every conversation in this town without knowing anything. Like we did last time. What a jaunty little tune. Actually, if that's just going to lead me back to start, I should go up those stairs before heading back to the main area. I didn't actually notice that foreground guy you were alluding to earlier, Ditto, until just now. He is walking with determination, like George Wendt in the movie Gung Ho. Is that a specific enough reference for everyone? There's like a meme with my close friend Top Hat in high school, because like one day in our history class, teacher just got bored and they're like, watch this 80s movie about like a car manufacturing company. And our favorite part of it is that actor George Wendt, famous from Cheers and also a Christmas movie I saw this year, has this really specific determined walk that he does, and everyone else, like, there's just a moment where everyone's sort of like, let's get to work, and like everyone's kind of like walking, and he's like swinging his arms like he's a child pantomiming hard work or something. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past these people to be talking smack about me. Like, I wander up to them and I'm like, I just like wave or something, and then they're like, and I'm like, finger guns, and they just sigh. Well, that's interesting. There's like forks on their clock. I mean, I guess I'm at a restaurant. Is it fork o'clock? I need to know what the conductor is. That's my favorite symbol here so far. So something, something, something 4. There is something interesting about the way this clock is laid out. So it's like fork. Is that, I guess that's 1. It looks a little weird to me, but like 1, 2, 3, fork, and then that's 5. So yeah, I mean something 4 clearly, and then yeah, that's 6, that's 7, fork, 8, 9, 10, fork. So the clock goes up to 10, right? No, wait. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, it goes up to 12. And every 4 is fork. Or every 4 is fork. Something, 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 fork. Hang out for a few here. Longer than I have been? I feel like all I've been doing is living on this screen. It's fork o'clock somewhere, Sniper Justin. We know this to be true. Actually, wait a minute. If we think about it, this clock, is it moving in real time? If we go another rotation, will it become fork o'clock? Yeah, I think so. It's definitely moving now. Let's see what happens at fork o'clock. Also, that's not a big deal, but I know the temptation, Demolition. I know you. I know you're gonna want to nudge me. Don't nudge. Don't do it. To be clear, not mad, and this isn't like a big deal, but it's a reminder to me that now that I know that you've finished the game, I should remind you to not do it, because I know you will want to. I understand the desire. Now you're good, I promise. My whole desire was to make that clear. So does the conductor relate in some way to the restaurant? Is it the name of the restaurant? It might be. Conductor was on. Let's pencil that in for now. Conductor. Because we're like in symbol think mode, I wanted to call it food house. But I don't think that's any quicker to type than restaurant. Although I may have typoed that because I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, like the whole point is you gotta let me be bad. Like the Bard level wouldn't have been any fun if anyone helped me. Like I had to suffer through that in its entirety. Hey, buddy. Restaurant. Arrow. No, I can't talk to you. I feel like the Brian Regan bit with the girth units. I'm too stupid to talk to you. I'm hanging up now. Cool. I have oh, hang on. There's symbols on this knife and fork. Oh, but they're very hard to like look at it. And I can't really zoom them. Is it the same symbol on both? It's like a triangle with 2 dots around it and like a pendulum. I think it's the same symbol. So then that symbol is cutlery? General cutlery? I don't know. Why do I already have that symbol in my copybook? That seems unlikely to be correct. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, well, I don't think I can go back. Yep. Fair enough. Jeez, I don't know, man. Science potion? You could make a science potion here. Look at this. Look at this science potion. Is it just liquid? Maybe it's just liquid. Maybe it's the word for liquid. Because this could be like a beverage machine. So I have to... Okay, hold on. It's like the world's most elaborate Coke freestyle machine. That doesn't look like cutlery. Unless... Can I put my cutlery in it? No. Nope. Well, 2 of those are red. That's not a good start. And then... Whoa, wait, why are some of these numbers backwards? Well, not backwards. They're, like, rotated? Yeah, it's more like... No. No, it is backwards. Because it's flipped. If you rotated it, then it would be on the top. I don't want cutlery. I want the $2,500 pyramid. And in order to do that, I must have... I don't know what the number 0 is, but that's 2 and 5. Here, have a big one. Hey, I don't know if you know this. I don't know what I'm doing. Yep, no idea what I'm doing. Can I put these back? Great. Let's just put these back. Okay, let's leave this place. I'm sure I'm not opening that door. Do you have a knife and fork lock? Oh, wait a minute. Are you the ones who are going to teach me how purple keys work? I need some of those. Let's go down to the purple key district. It's weird that, like, this... I think this is the first culture that uses, like, proper pictographs in addition to its language. We saw, like, a microscope-looking thing, and now there's, like, books over here. Listen, I don't know, man. I don't know what any of this means. Go in here. Is there some chance... No, because this symbol is in the, like... You are seeking, we found glyph, so, like, it can't be, like... Like, could it be place? There's like a really outside chance that this could just be place. Like a broad designator for place. Because you could put it on, like, a library, and it could be, like, book place. And you could, like, maybe in some contortion of language be like, you seek place, we found place. What's this? Dude, come on. Oh, jeez. Dude. Okay, so first step, you gotta press the arrowhead in a circle, obviously. Then you insert cutlery or something. Then you crank it to 11. And finally, you push the button, which is weird because there's a lever indicated here that's not strictly part of one of these steps. There is an ellipse connecting it to 3, so we'll assume that maybe you get the dial to go to 11 by pulling the lever. However, no. Too stupid. Okay, there's downstairs and upstairs, both alike in dignity. More paper, please. This is, what am I looking at? It looks like one of the, what's the name for that thing? There's like a little metal wheel that you roll on fabric when making a pattern or something. Looks like one of those attached to, some sort of arcane lighter that also has like a baby bottle nipple on the end of it. I don't know what function this device could serve, but I don't think it may violate Twitch terms of service. Hey, friend. Yeah, you're not gonna tell me how that card catalog works, huh? No? Okay. What's this? It's the One ring. You see? It's number 1, and it's a ring. That one I understand. Oh, hang on. More paper? Oh, no. This is so close to... So close to being something. Ah, jeez. Okay. Is this the 2 ring? The fabled 2 ring? No. 2 is... coin. With the doorway. I think that looks like a FaceTime. But it's also written on the science chalkboard. So, science is printed on the currency instead of like a monarch or whatever. Can I go here? No, that's a wall, I guess. Yeah. We're gonna be here a while. In one of our recent streams, Demolition was like, yeah, I finished playing Chants of Sennaar. I think it'll take... What did you say, like 3 streams? And I was like, nah, not correct. I have seen me play this game, and I know that math's wrong. Okay, so 3rd is obviously a mug. Hold on a second. No, that still doesn't work. The problem is that this symbol is written on my knife and fork, but it's also associated with a stack of coins. It could be the material that both are made out of, but that seems like a level of granularity I wouldn't expect from this game. But for the sake of argument, let's mark the things on here as the thing they appear to be displayed as. Or, I guess that's not quite right. The number on the display case is associated with an item that may be associated with the symbol. So, this, like, could be ring. I don't think it is, but it could be. The one that I have marked as cutlery is God, just this is about to become a mess. God help anyone who tries to use the symbol in conversation with me. I'm just gonna start sweating and then just, like, vomit directly on their shoes. And then I'm gonna throw metal in there, because why not make this the maximum character limit for minimal understanding. And then the antenna triangle was like a mug. And then the $25,000 pyramid I haven't seen yet, so I can't fill that in. Is it here? It might be. A hat! That hat could also be a hat. I don't know, man. I guess 4 is rock? Hey, listen. If you are just gonna associate them directly... Is this the 4th symbol? What was the 4th one? No, undo. Undo. Leave this place. Let me go look at the thing. Hold on. I just don't remember what the last symbol looked like because I didn't see what the thing was, so I didn't bother to care. It looks like this. Right, it's the pyramid. I'm stupid. This one is rock. Gold, silver, copper, carbon. It is more granular than I was expecting it to be. Also, the specific type of metal didn't really track for me among these 3. Particularly the silver didn't... My recollection of it was not particularly silver. Brain hurts thinking about this. Yeah, Jakey, it's a tough one. It's not an easy game, but that's what makes it so exciting to me, is that it's a really well done, difficult game. I don't personally find, like, that happens at... What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's like 735, but they're all in the same line or something like that, and then just like a pan flute. I don't know what the pan flute is. Okay, he just wrote it down. Oh, the pan flute's right. The pan flute is the symbol that's on all those signs at the right. Ah, good cripes. I don't know, man. Have fun with that. What's this? Come on. Come on with this. Get out of here. Why can't I even look at this? I ain't learning anything from that piece of paper. I found another FaceTime. It's very high up here. We're like running out of slots on the FaceTime hierarchy. On the FaceTime continuum. Is the mask on the right? Bards? I don't remember what the bard language looks like. No, it's these curvy things. They're the recent one, right? Yeah, bard is a symbol. Nah, we're not doing that right now. Oh, hang on, a cutscene is occurring. Sure. Let's go down. Does that take me to the downstairs of the place I was just in? Because I don't think I went down. You need a weird key. I understand. I don't know what to do with it, but I understand conceptually. I'm pretty sure this is the same building I was in. I don't think I went downstairs, so let's do that. Sure. Yeah. Oh, I love this game. This game is really quite the feat of engineering in that it makes me feel unbelievably stupid, but in a way that doesn't demean me. Which, like, almost any time a video game tries to, like, make me feel stupid, it makes me just not want to play the video game. Ooh, that's really funny that you think I know what any of that is. We'll come back to that, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just die here. That's fine. So, here's a lever. What's it do? Well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I love you, bye-bye. And then it... Great, okay. That's more or less what I expected once that started. So... So, Bill Cipher Silver could be a silver mine. It could be a mine. Maybe. Could be. So I guess hypothetically I might as well leave that here for the moment. Yeah, I gotta put something in that cart. All I have is cutlery. Actually, it didn't really give me a moment where I would expect to interact. So maybe I have to do something before I can put something in to do something. Do you think it's possible that my cutlery is a key card? Game does not think so. Well, I'm not going to the mine. It is a silly place. Again, interesting to me that they're using pictographs of, like, skull and like, a cross-out mark that aren't, like, actual words. I don't think we've seen anyone do that yet. Gold mine? Yeah. So, the minerals are precious to them, so you need to... Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at the map again. This seems pretty plausible as mine. So... What mine would we have... It came from the copper mine. So the like, very, very red ore was supposed to be copper, I guess? It's like a DVD slot. That'd be such, like, a funny way to do, like, a retro-futuristic, like, key. Is, like, it just... Like, some really fast laser scans an entire DVD, and it's like, no, this isn't Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill. Access denied. So, like, this, like, weather veiny doodad could be, like, laboratory? Maybe? Long shot? Maybe? Because I think that's, like, where we were seeing that symbol. What's the one that looks restaurant? Was that conductor? And then library. I guess we could just go back over to, well, it should be here too, right? But this is science potion. I should just go back to the library. Just it says, it's funny to think that if I ever do this in real life, I'm like, I'll just use this fork as a key card. I mean, you never know, right? I mean, maybe you know. I never know. I love this game so much. I'm like so, like, I've never felt dumber in my life than playing this game, but like in the best possible way. I really can't expound to you enough how much of a compliment that is from me. Because, like, truly, when a video game, like, does anything to actively try and make me feel stupid, I'm like, well, then maybe I won't play you anymore. So let's go outside and look at the door, like a normal adult, whatever I am. Let's not forget that I did come out of, like, a hibernation chamber or something. So... This feels library-like? Why don't I just plug it in? No, okay. Well, then let's... Just write it for context of why I think something about it. Just for the sake of argument based on the information I have now. What is science potion? Just completely lost track of whichever one I have written down as science potion. This one. No. Okay. I'll put this back in. I don't think there's any chance that the satellite dish is... Library. I don't know. Alright, so this is the backside of restaurant. What's south of that? Okay. Uh-huh. So I'm on 1, right? Where does this go? No, wait, I'm on 2. So you can go up from... There's some amount of up from 2. Okay. Hold on. I'm taking this back up. Because I haven't... I've really just taken one very specific path through this upper area. It's very possible I missed something that could be helpful. Like this man who's counting. He had a new symbol for me. It's a number. Wait, why is it adding these numbers now when it didn't add them when I looked at the ruler? When I looked at the ruler, all it gave me was like this stupid symbol, which is like the absence of number. Maybe that means it's 0, but I don't think I've actually seen anything that gives context for 0, including the ruler that gave me that symbol. And it had like these numbers on it. It has Sanji's eyebrow, which is like 7 or something. So like why didn't you give it to me when looking at the ruler, weird game? Are you drunk? The ruler is way more helpful than man looking at barrels. In terms of context. That's genuinely one of the most confusing things that's happened in this game, for whatever that's worth to nobody. I don't actually know what benefit there is to being in restaurant. I suppose I could take another look at the freestyle machine. Silver, gold, copper, carbon. So I need more silver and gold before I can make myself a cold beverage. Maybe. That's what it feels like. I should not have done this. I think I just want to go to the science area. I think it is likely to give me more information than other places at the moment, but I don't know. So this is... Oh my god, go in the... lab place. I like that I can, like, race this guy. Ah, same time. So... Lab 1, Lab 2... feels plausible. I mean, like, this is Science Town. If that's true... So I went up there. Did I go up here? I also don't remember what was up there. Oh, I see. It all just connects really immediately. So the right path, it has the thing crossed out. Yeah. Oh wait, did I even look at this one? Dude, I don't know. It's unclear to me, man. Let me look at that ruler, though. Might as well just, like, make sure I have the correct numbers for the numbers it added. Which are, like... No, it's like 6 and... They give me 6 and 9? No, that's not quite right. One of them does look like... I think this is 9. I don't know where the numbers are. Guess this is 7? Looks a little weird on the ruler, but I think that's the 7. So then the guy who was looking at the barrels is a Star Trek Voyager fan, because he was like, do you like 7 of 9? And if he just said that to me, I'd be like, yeah. I mean, they did some weird stuff with her in Picard, but like, yeah. Listen, for the sake of argument, I'm also going to list absence of numbers as 0. Again, I don't think the game has actually given me proper context to put this in my copybook, but I might as well. Jiggy says, well, I keep hearing people on TV and social media say, what's a cassette tape? Oh, God, we're so old. What's especially funny about that to me is I was just watching someone do a playthrough of some, like, weird adventure game that came out relatively recently, I think, called Broken Pieces, and the game was, like, all about cassette tapes. There's so many cassette tapes in that game. And other than that, I hadn't thought about a cassette tape in a while. So this presumably links to this, I would guess. But I'm not entirely sure how to, like, input the 3 digits I think I have into this 8-digit thing for any value. I mean, it looks like it's 3 numbers coming off a number line. Is the position from left to right... I mean, it should mean something. It's a language game. Probably just order? But what's weird about that is based on the context I have, I would expect it to sort of be bottom right, bottom left, top left. I mean, I guess you could argue that top right is supposed to be 0, but that would be an insanely confusing notation to use for numbers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I have enough context to really get... Like, I appreciate that that clue seems to be pointing me to there and that numbers are involved, but I don't think I'm at a solving it place yet. Somehow not how I was expecting that to work. I don't think the restaurant does anything useful for me other than give me that silverware. I wish it was easier to get to the freestyle machine. For some reason, that keeps tripping me out. That it seems to take like 6 screens to get from something that feels adjacent to that to that. Good sense. So, hang on though. Why will you not let me... Why can't I put silver in here? It feels like I should be able to put... I mean, maybe I have to melt it down. It is a science potion machine after all. Ah, oh, jeez. Hey, wait a second. I hate these doorways. I got a light to turn on and stay on. Why and how did I do that? Interesting that I can hear the bell ring from here. It doesn't change the fact that this is a one-way door. I should really just go back to science, huh? I'm in a bad place at the moment of I don't feel like I know the next thing to do. I have not successfully deciphered the locations, even though I feel reasonably good about most of these. Not so much library, to be honest with you. I feel like I need more words in order to decipher that sentence that I found in the mural in the basement. But I also probably need those symbols to understand what anyone has ever said to me. It looks like I did correctly intuit what the shuriken means. Okay, hold on. What do the dots on either side of a thing mean? What do they mean? Is it specific? I only see two symbols that have the two dots. So that kind of makes me think that whatever this thing is referencing silver in some way. There are some other things that have dots, but their usage, I just don't have a lot of data points for it. It doesn't give the same obvious sensation as some of the past languages of, like, this is noun, or verb, or adjective. The round shapes must mean something. The triangle shapes probably also mean something in particular. But what's difficult is that a lot of these symbols seem to incorporate both a circular and a triangular thing, and also tiny circles. I think going over, like, without a DVD for the mind locks, I don't think I'm learning anything. So he's just saying he has 7 barrels, and, well, wait, he's saying he should have 9 barrels, but he has 7 barrels. I should be able to do something with that, right? I have no idea what the Christmas tree symbol is at all. It's like one of the most commonly used things here. Seeking. Hold on. So, upside down man in a circle. This should be have or found? Because this is one of the ones that's in the seek find thing, right? And then the other one is like upside down Christmas tree with the circle in the wrong place. This one. It's the one I'm on now. So this is seek. So, like, I have 7, but I need 9. So then, Christmas tree by itself, maybe I didn't expect this barrel Voyager lover to be my Rosetta Stone. Let me tell you that, straight up and down. I, me, have found 7. I, me, seek 9. He's Mr. Meeseeks. Oh, shoot. Somewhere there's a plural symbol. Well, wait, wouldn't plural symbol be this thing then? That's the only thing that could be in both of those sentences, I guess. But what? What? I'm gonna roll with it, but that's not the impression I got from the thing I'm trying to decipher. Well, I have to figure out... No, this would be you. Based on context. Okay, great. That gave me some stuff. So, as expected, me find 7, me want 9, me so far. The me so far thing will never not be funny to me. I know it's, like, not in particularly good taste to find a thing that you did really funny, but, like, that's just, like, my favorite stream thing of all time. Book. So maybe this is book, not library. Would explain the sign. But so if this sign just says that this place has books, then it's probably not the symbol for library. So then I suppose I should default to something written on the sign. Is this the closest sign? It is. Camera angles in this place are a little weird and misleading. So left from here leads directly to this place, the home of books. And then you go down to the mines. What will be this other thing? It's like right here is library, which is written in a way that makes that sign not helpful. Yeah, the camera angles are weird. I think that's been throwing me off. Like, watch how, like, weird this is. I go down and to the left, and then I walk up and to the right in the next camera angle. What is that about? Why is that happening? So then that means maybe that this symbol means, like, teleporter? / phone? Guess the best way to write that would be the portal to the FaceTime Continuum. Okay. So, with that in mind, still, I'm annoyed that library is rather unstraightforward. I think it is likely. It seems like these curved things do appear to be like location-y bits. So then, I think this one is like library, but then mine would be something different, huh? And yet, no, because it's got a curvy line bit in it. So something else is wrong? I mean, for the sake of trying with my limit, I don't like brute forcing this stuff, but yeah, that didn't seem right to me either, game. And what's weird about this one, a lot of the other things that look like locations have like a top left circle into an immediate curve down. And this one doesn't. Wait a minute. Oh, it's doing this. Yeah. I feel reasonably good about restaurant. I feel like pretty good about lab. I feel pretty good about lab considering. So then, I don't really know what I'm doing wrong there. Somewhere I've seen a symbol for be scared. Oh wait, I know where I've seen a symbol for be scared. I don't know what that symbol is, but I've seen it somewhere. Is this world magical enough or advanced enough to have teleportations? Yes. we do know definitively that teleportation works. The thing I was calling a FaceTime machine before, it does let you teleport between different levels of the world that you have explored as long as you have found the previous FaceTime machine. So teleportation does exist. I just go over here. So, I mean, I don't really have words for, like, people that I know of. Who hates fire? Maybe? Fear could be the sextant. And this could be Gru. And then pizza slice would be... No. No? I don't know. I mean, like, these... Like, something in that sentence has to be fire. Nothing on this page is fire. What if we go to one of the labs? See if we can figure out what change is. Well, here's the problem. Yes. That was... I didn't say this out loud. This is my bad. So the thing I have down is change or morph because I saw this here and a place where we were doing science. I marked it down after looking at it in the science context as being change or morph. But here's the problem. This sentence more or less says something along the lines of monster hate fire. So, like, what I have written there shouldn't be correct. There's some weird outside chance it is, but it shouldn't be. This is the other place I saw it, so no... I don't understand any of you. I want things. I want many science potion. Or we, plural. Is me plural we? I haven't been paying attention to syntax at all because I've been so bogged down trying to understand literally anything. Something. Yeah, no, I got nothing, man. But so, like, there's this. So this looks kind of like a laser shooting a doorway. For reasons. I mean, it seems reasonably likely, given what I know now. Can I do a scoot? Is there a scoot button? That's not it. Well, I'm gonna list it this way. Seems reasonably likely that symbol is fire. Unfortunately, I don't have anything. I'll put this down as science potion. But then what do I think change is? Maybe the best place to check that would be the library? Is there anything? No, stop talking to him when I want to look at the board! Yeah, that's pretty much all I get here. There's like other symbols, but they don't mean anything. So it's basically, this kind of implies it's just like S in its application, the plural symbol. So what that guy was saying is not we were looking for many potion. It's not I am looking for many potion. It's we are looking for potion. Or whatever, or what have you. Well, Cadius, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the 76-month resub. Yeah, I do believe you said 75 months yesterday, but it is 76 months. That's how they get you. Possibly a laser shooting a keyhole. Well, it's not Kingdom Hearts, but that might be happening. How's it going, Arcadius? It's slow going here, let me tell you. I mean, lab seems... I don't... Like, library is pissing me off. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want that page validated, and it's not happening. Wait, what do you say anything useful to me? Me something. Me hate you. I greet you? Sure, we can write that down. It kind of looks like a little guy waving. It'd be funny if it was fear. It was like the solution to this part of the page. You're just like talking to a guy in the street. Ah, hello! I fear you! I'm also kind of mad that the only inventory item I have is silverware, and I have no use for it. I'm really grateful to Barrel Guy. He's been a big help. No thanks to you, map sign. Still don't know what ladybug with silver on top of it is. I'm just gonna go back in the library and try to learn something. Alright, do I have any more context about these papers I largely ignored before? Silver, gold, copper. So I think... I don't know, this looks kind of similar to the freestyle machine. I'm not certain it is the same machine, though. Don't know what this one is. The arrow in a circle. Yeah, it doesn't tell me much more than it used to. There's another one here. Fire. Yeah, okay, fire seeming a little more likely in this context. Start fire? Make fire? Something like that? This thing just straight up looks like an unknown. Weird symbol. Oh, don't do that. Start make? It's interesting to me, Alishan said that this was his favorite language. So far it is maybe my least favorite? I don't think it's like bad or anything, it's just like, it seems really impenetrable, and the clues around here are not super great. You want book? Alright, at least I understand that sentence. Is there any new context to this? Not really, right? It's just like material. Guess I'll go up or down. And it feels like there should be more to look here. Did I look at whatever this is? I might not even have looked at this. I didn't. Plural mans? Hey, plural mans, maybe. No, wait. That's a specific type of man. Also lightning bolt. Oh, boy. What am I... Oh, this thing on the right is cute. If I'm interpreting it correctly, it's just sort of like people, and so there's like two different stick figures that look different, and they're like wrapped in a big ol' hug. This is probably either like general people or like friends or something, but either way, that symbol is cute. I like it. Just feeling like I should have looked at this paper earlier. And then this other thing. The Captain Planet with a triangle on top is like... I mean, I'll just put Bard in because it looks like that's what we're talking... Nope. Looks like that's who we're talking about. And then this other symbol... Which looks a little microscopy, to be honest. Is like the plague doctors. As a people? Like the people who live here on this floor? Typing is hard. Nope. Oh, I want that button to be space. It's not. I am going to abbreviate. Pligger? So, when the spies from Spy vs. Spy got hit by lightning, they diverged into science people and music people. But sometimes those people give each other a hug. That's what I've obtained. I mean, I'm sure eventually we'll validate some page that tells us what these people call themselves. It's hard to be certain of what that will be until you've, like, cracked the thing. All you can kind of do is put in an educated guess. They may call themselves researchers or doctors or scientists or something. General scientist seems relatively likely. What even was this again? Oh, it was just, like, really unhelpful notes with some random numbers on it. Did I think added something to my copybook? I don't even know. And this I already have in my copybook. I still don't really understand. I partially understand what to do with it, but I also don't understand it at all. Really should just do some FaceTime. But I wanna solve something here, because it's so hard. Let's go to the basement again. Oh no, it's not. I always think that this is the basement because it's a downstairs that leads, like, directly in the direction of the building. However, it isn't. This just goes to the mind, doesn't it? I'm not gonna do that. I think the weird camera angles are generally, like, making this area more difficult for me than it needs to be. There's been a little bit of that in the previous sections, but, like, man, it feels especially bad here. That, like, sometimes you're just, like, going off the screen to the right, and then you just, like, come down from the top. Like, what? Like, that's not how, like, the line of action works at all. This is a machine for making keys, isn't it? It's not a potion machine at all. Or maybe it is. But that little mold at the bottom of the thing looks a little bit like those keys I never have. I hate it here. And by that, I mostly just mean in the state of mind where I don't understand anything. The library is making me so mad. Part of me says I should just brute force it because it's making me so mad. Do I have any other thing? I've seen this symbol once, but it was, like, in the laboratory. It's like one of the closest things that is a symbol that looks like it would be a location based on my primitive understanding of whatever. It's also a little troubling to me how relatively many symbols I have versus how few pages I have to validate stuff. Like, I just feel like this is 75% correct. I don't... Is this thing on the left not supposed to be a library? It has, like, a bunch of books. But, like, it also has, like, a weird ham radio stapled to a desk. I was kind of just going by glance. Look at the map. There's, like, two different symbols? Are there two different symbols in the direction of labs? Not really, right? It's kind of just labs. It's just like labs plural. Multiple labs. Electric Boogaloo. Let me check something. Actually. Oh, wait a minute. still doesn't feel like that should be library. I feel like that symbol is teleporter. It feels like library isn't on the map, even though it's like one of like 4 locations that exist here. Here's where I'm struggling right now, is it looks like library should be a space between these 2 blocks. And that up probably means that big stupid doorway will never open. And down is the teleporter because it connects via stairs directly to the mines, which it does. So then, in that case, I'm in a bad spot because it feels like there is no symbol that I have direct context for that means library. And if that's true, I don't know what it's asking me for, really. I don't remember where I got this symbol, and it was relatively recently. Lab numbers. Lab numbers. Okay. Let's take a different approach. So, the numbers are relatively straightforward. The numbers are on a line. It makes them look a little bit like a key. If you have a line with something coming off the bottom right of it, is probably a number symbol. The satellite dish means plural. So, maybe something that is just a circle with stuff coming off it is like a grammar thing. It seems unlikely because it feels like this might fit that description, but it's probably not that based on context. I guess it's, wow, 72 months. That's like at least a year and a half. It's like a few. It's a couple of them. Hey, Agus, how's it going? The one you marked, did you try book library? I did. Put it back in there. It doesn't work. That symbol is probably book and not library, and I need assuming this image on the top left is library, I need something that looks like a location. If you look at all the other ones that I'm pretty sure are locations, it's like a little circle and then a little curvy line coming down and then a straight line to the right and some stuff happening. So, like, it may just be that... No, it can't be. The way this game works... If you get a validating page, it means that you must also have every symbol... You must have the potential to solve every symbol on it. The only other location I have is this, which I'm sure isn't this. Just shoot me in the head. Get, like, a high-powered rifle and kill me. Like, what? That's not correct. That's not what the map says. The map is just wrong. The only resource I have to figure this out is the map, and it's just wrong. Why? Why are you like this? The library doesn't lead downstairs to the mine. If you go downstairs from the library, you get mystery door, or you get teleporting machine. And then you go, like, up. I don't know, man. And that's my interpretation as well, anime. As far as I'm concerned, the library isn't on this map, so it doesn't make any sense for this symbol to be library. That just makes no sense. It makes no sense. What's worse is, even having solved that, it doesn't do anything for me. I don't know where I would have found, like, a change symbol. I have to talk to every man. To be honest with you, I kind of hate the restaurant. I know it's weird to hold a grudge against Fork O'Clock or whatever it's called, but it just doesn't do anything for me, and it feels like it should. I also kind of hate it over here. I think this is my least favorite area so far. It just, like, it's cumbersome to get around. The clues are kind of obtuse. Maybe I'm just missing something. Like, I want to be able to use the code in my book to solve this, but it doesn't feel like it's enough information. What? Why? This is genuinely very annoying to me. I had a whole ruler. A ruler is essentially just a series of numbers, and looking at the ruler doesn't prompt the game to let me fill in numbers. But if I randomly find those same numbers that I have very clear context for, then the game will be like, oh, it's a number. Game, you have all the words in you. You're the dictionary. I shouldn't have to tell you what the, like, you should know the numbers and I should just fill them in. Why? Why does it work this way? So this is 8, I guess. And then, what else did I get? 6? I'm so glad they're all, like, wonky out of order. Because the game chose, like, the most needless way to convey this information to me. And what's even more annoying about that is that the one number that the ruler prompts the book for me to put in is, I'm pretty sure, 0. But there's not literally anything on the ruler that indicates 0. By the way, that happened at Tumultuous Time. Thank you, Demolition, for the gift subs. Thank you very much. 4 o'clock would be a good restaurant name. There's one thing you've been skipping over. If that's true, then we're on that train. We're just doing it. God, I'm so mad about this. Just the way that this place gives clues is so unintuitive. And it's so disappointing compared to everything else. I just don't know what it really wants from me. In the abstract, I sort of get this. But it's just not clear what to do about it. Can I look at the ruler again? Oh, okay. Okay. So things on the left are like a binary sort of marker of like 10. Yeah. I wasn't paying enough attention to that because it was so distracting to me that it wouldn't let me just fill in the normal numbers like a human being would, that it distracted me from looking at what I'm actually supposed to get from this, which is how, like, double digits work. Which I honestly feel like I would have picked up on if I weren't so focused on trying to just fill in the stupid book. Okay, so what the heck does it do for me? What the ruler doesn't do for me is let me know what up means. Verticality is still unclear to me. So this could mean like... Well, okay, no. Let's extrapolate, right? So if 1's place is in the bottom right and 10 is on the bottom left, then would that mean that hundreds would be top right and thousands would be top left? Which would make this 5,039? But if that's true... Zero. It's still not... I'd still need, like, another thing. And I hate this chalkboard. I can't even, like, look at the crossed out symbols to, like, learn anything about them. This is to the restaurant. And this is just, like, down this set of stairs. I don't think those guys talk to me. Going right is the fear, the mind killer message. So I would need to find that weird fire starter contraption to do this and go into the mine, probably. This might be people. And this might be people. What's the other one that might be people? So, yeah, like a downward facing triangle seems to be an indicator of people. So even though it's not at the top like the others, I feel like that does indicate that this one that I thought was like a creature is probably creature? Like weird humanoid monster creature? So I think this strange fish symbol is probably fear. Maybe not. Sure. But what is change? And what do big circles mean? I have like almost none big circles solved. Only seek and find. So then circles are like big circles are verbs? That's feeling consistent with what I have, but not, well, no, I guess fear can be a verb. But in this... No, it should kind of be a verb in this context, shouldn't it? But none of the symbols really fit that description. So then little circles are what? Nouns? But why do big circles sometimes have little circles on them? So if big circle is verb, then science potion could be change. But then what would the actual like liquid mean? The chalkboard just have math problems. It's not as straightforward as that because the other symbols are metal. I guess looking at it a certain way, there's probably not much for me to learn here now. It might have been useful to me earlier. I will say I still don't have whatever this top thing is. I'm not sure what part of speech that would be. The guy in the other room uses it in some context. It could be like equations or research or attempts or something. This guy. I want... equation? I seek... But that's like two verbs next to each other. Love to validate this word. It's very confusing because it's used very liberally. I want to make something... I hate stupid science lab. I hate it here. Trident is potion? I don't think so. Because this is listed with... I assume this is what you mean by trident. I want picture of Spider-Man. I agree, I also want that. And that's most likely what he wants, too. I assume. This guy is definitely John Jonah Jameson. I'm gonna go see if I could talk to some random mans or something. Hate these doorways. I don't remember what you said to me before. I'm a plague doctor. Hi. Okay, that tracks well enough. This is where I came from, yeah? And we determined I couldn't go a different way. Real quick, I'm just gonna go back down at the mural and make sure I didn't miss anything there, but I'm pretty sure I retroactively solved whatever I was gonna learn from that. You seek, we found. Yeah, I guess it's a plural you. It's hard to know that without context. I think that threw me off some amount trying to figure that out in the first place. And I don't feel like that quote specifically provides the context that makes that clear. Probably is, since those lines are failed measurements that did not make the thing they wanted. But why would you label... I mean, it feels more likely to me that it would be like attempt or something than potion. Or whatever that word is supposed to be. So this is the mines, which I haven't spent a lot of time here, but I don't have any key cards. And I have virtually none items. So I can't pull the lever and get in the thing, right? Oh, no, I could definitely do that. I can 100% do that. Look at me ride the thing, everyone. I'm going into the skull death zone of don't-topia. Don't do this. Do not try at home. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Die in a fire. I had a flashback to Sam and Max hit the road just there, because it looked like there was a lever that I should probably have interacted with, but I didn't have a prompt to do it. Hey, look, there's a new symbol that looks like a Slenderman doing a handstand. Feels very die here. Welcome to die. Don't like the look of this. Gonna wait for another cycle because I don't trust that as much as I would like to. These ones look like they may be more straightforward than the previous ones, in fact. They just, like, very cleanly alternate, whereas the other ones are a little messier. Was I supposed to come at this from a different angle? Where does this even lead? Oh, this is the thing I had the diagram for, not the Coca-Cola freestyle machine. Oh boy. Well, this was step one. I think it's supposed to be facing this way. So then that means that these symbols are probably open and close. Probably. So... this one, I think. Open. Think that's open? And then close would be... this guy? Maybe? That's a maybe. Just because it's like valvey as opposed to other settings, it looks like it could just be open close. And the one I turned it to now lets stuff go through, so I think that's open. And then I put my fork and knife in here finally. What's step 2 is put a thing in the top, right? So step 3 is lever and step 4 is button. Ah, I see. It's like the power generator in Jurassic Park. Boop. You have to prime the pump or whatever. I ruined your silverware and made a ingot. Hooray for me. Okay, hold on. Close. Open. I guess the Slenderman is just death. Okay. I don't know why I wanted this ingot, but I do have it now. I was gonna say I think that means I need to find a gold ingot, and then the game just kind of gave it to me, so that's cool. That saves me some amount of time. Do I need more than one? It seemed like I needed multiple bars to fill up the freestyle machine. Diggy says, this whole thing is telling me I'm not smart. You've been seeing me play this, right? I am doing awful at this. Even by my own standards of, like, I was sort of, like, struggling with the last level that I don't know if you saw at all. But I was making, like, pretty consistent progress, if not slow. Here, I've just been doing nothing. Can I just steal a bunch of stuff? Give me this. I don't know what it is, but it's mine now. It's some punch cards for an old-timey computer. I can't have that guy's hat or books or anything. I can't take that lantern even though I kind of explicitly want one. Alright, I guess the punch cards were the only thing I wanted. I'm gonna leave them open. Oh, these are... access cards that look different than I thought they would. How does the game know which one is correct? So that's them, their gold mine. And this silver mine was like... over here. And I've never been in it before. Oh. Was that me? Is that what I sound like? Oh no, it's this guy. Hey buddy. You greet me. I do. You're pinned there, aren't you? There you go. High five? That word doesn't mean greet, huh? Probably means help. I got one of those things! I got the weird kinky fire starter. Let me, add to this one. Help is seeming more likely, so we'll leave that on the left. Interesting that this is a replay one. It's a weird place to have found the fire starter. It's a thing that I figured I needed. For the lamp section I also haven't been to. But I wouldn't have expected to find it in a random pile of debris. That feels very missable. Is this important? Yeah, it looks pretty important to me. This seems to be lower on the FaceTime Continuum than the other one. Brothers? Probably this, huh? I seek brothers. Brothers, the warriors are not. I literally don't think I have a symbol for warriors. I might be mistaken about that, but I don't think that I have that. So I can't, unfortunately, do anything else. Also, this is lower on the FaceTime Continuum. Very interesting. I'm not where I expected to be in this game, is my takeaway from that. Why do some of these have circles? Are those the ones that have calls? They're like voicemail alerts? Oh wait, maybe a warrior symbol's over here. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Oh boy. Yeah, the warriors don't something. So then negative is probably that baton, and warrior is the dude whose limp arm is holding a shield. Single R warrior. Good job, adult Vasco, with your ability to comprehend English. And then barbell is negative. I'm too negative. My favorite all-time anime moments. So stupid. Just the absolute dumbest. Unreadable plants! So that would suggest that this is plant single. Which is a weird thing for me to suddenly learn with no immediately obvious context for why I care. Plant. Yeah, by the time I get around to filling out these FaceTime things, I'm going to have forgotten all of the context. This one is warrior. This one is... nope. Yeah. FaceTime Continuum was a very funny name for that. I stumbled backwards into it today. I've been calling those machines FaceTime basically the whole game because, like, I walked up to one and the guy was, like, staring at me and I was like, oh, I guess this is the FaceTime machine. And then I, like, misspoke earlier when trying to say something about, like, we're running... I said, like, we're running out of space to put the FaceTimes, but then I accidentally said space-time, and I was like, oh, of course, this whole thing is called the FaceTime Continuum. What if the language is incomplete? I mean... I'm not exactly sure how you mean that, Jiggy. Like, you very much can go through this game without fully, like, validating a language, I think. It will make your life a lot more miserable, for sure. Bottom is one of those extendo shafts for self-defense that don't work at all. I know that's an older comment, Ditto. You mean the bottom of the fire starter thing? Look at that. It definitely looks a little bit less like a nipple in this version than in the drawing. Now that I have warrior, can I, like, fill in this conversation? Okay. So... warrior, plural... brothers, plural, not, I think. Warrior. plural. Brothers. So glad they're the exact opposite ends of the thing. And then it looked like barbell just goes after the thing to make negative. No, wait. Warrior's not. No, should be. Is there a to be verb? If there was, wouldn't I need 6 spaces? Because I have 2 nouns that need to be pluralized and a negative. Maybe I'm just overcorrecting. Maybe I just put it in the way it's written. I haven't done very much with this, so like I maybe just don't fully understand it. Brothers, warriors. No? No, I should do. I was closer the first time, right? Warriors, not brothers. I think I put the negative after the wrong thing. Warriors, warrior plural. Negative. Brothers. Plural. Made that look really hard. I'm looking for a book. Well, he's holding up a book, so that seems correct. Okay. So I want to do it. I need to write it in the destination language. Kind of forget. Book. No, book. So I think it's like book I seek is what I want. Book. Yeah, like book I seek, I think is what I want for bards. So like book. I just don't remember any of the symbols at all. Me. Seek. Let's try me. Seek. Book. Oh, fine. I found it. I found it. Book me find. Book me. I've done this in a way where I've just completely ignored the one place it would exist, right? I found it. We are friends. We are friends. So that would be inverted. Friends we are. So plural here is like a... how does plural work? The question notation went on either side of the whole sentence. Plural was just a mark after. So what I want is... friend, plural symbol. Brother. Friends. Me. Plural. B. Brothers we are. We, so... bards? No. Yeah, me, plural. Brothers, plural. God, this is so much harder than I would think it is. Okay, great. I solved one FaceTime. Something has changed in the tower. Oh god. Oh dear god. We're all doomed. I hope you know that we die here. How do I get rid... Okay, it's gone now. Well, that's fun. It made a little line. And it is where the circles are, their conversations. Okay. This is not a good use of my time, but you know what? Let's give it a shot. Do we have to do these? I doubt it, anime. They are very difficult, too. You help me. I think we use the same... I think these two languages are both direct in this fashion. So this would be... Wait, do I have the word you? I might not have the word you, actually. No, wait. I have all the symbols. I must have it. There it is. You... Nope. That's not it. And there's no cancel. I remember someone telling me this when I tried this once. This one. Help me. Plants are dying. Oh, that's why. I got a sense from the last one that some of these weird outlier words that aren't useful in their own world are specifically for these communications. It's like, why did you tell me plants? So plant plural dying. Plant plural Slenderman on his head. I don't want the plants to die. So that's me. Want negative plant plural Slenderman on his head. No. I don't... Is that not what I put? Me? Did I put... No, I didn't put negative before want, right? I don't want plants to die. I feel like I put that. Hold on. Oh, I see. I see what I did wrong. Because they do negative notation first. This is so hard. Negate death. Lol, 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 lol. I not want plant plural Slenderman on his head. I will help you. I don't remember how objects work. Me. What's the word for help? One's you. Ugh, upgrade. Bite me, upgrade. I am skimming too much. Help! Help his phone! Me phone you. I make... Maybe it is potion. Maybe you were right. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe that is potion. Oh, and yeah, they had like a medicine thing, right? Wasn't there a word for medicine in this language? Potion. They did call it potion. It is potion. It's potion. I'm an idiot. So I create potion. His response was, yo. Something in the tower has changed. I actually have a sense of what would have changed here. Let me go try to... For anyone who's just watching this for the first time, they must be so confused. I'm so sorry. But there was something I was waiting to happen in this area that I think I triggered just now. And I want to see if that's true, although I don't actually know if I know how to navigate anything. I don't. That's not where I thought I would be. I don't want to go this way. Oh, I should use the teleporter to get on the other side of the stealth thing, right? That's what I should do? Think that's the most efficient use of Prime? Ba, 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 ba. Take me to... I think both 2 and 3 are on this level. Take me to 2. Is this the one in the hole in the wall? It is. So from here, I go right and then down multiple times? Kind of? I know where I want to be, I just don't know how to get there at all. I think this is right. I think it's like down one more screen from here. There was like a little potion shop that was perpetually closed. And it's still closed. Okay. Well, screw me, I guess. Never mind. I won't try to figure out what I did, I guess. Maybe the thing to do is to solve all those things and then try to revisit all the worlds in one shot. Oh, the garden. Because he didn't want the plants to die. Stop telling me things, Demolition. He don't to want that. Aw, they're friends. Such good friends. So I assume every time I make friends, they make for real friends IRL. Okay, back to the FaceTime. FaceTime Continuum. Take me to this one. Actually, I should probably do the one... You know what? It's fine. I like that I spawn holding the special torch and the warrior costume when I warp here because it's the only way that, like, logistically it works. Hello. The plague doctors want help with the grooves. So the warriors kill them. How do warriors talk? What is the symbol for plague doctor and warrior? Scientist. How does plural work? I think I vaguely remember what that symbol looked like. I think it followed the symbol, so I think it would be like scientists plural. Want help with monsters? Maybe some monsters like really far to the right, isn't it? Why am I dumb? Is it not really far to the right? Shouldn't it be? Oh, impure. Ah, crap. There's something I can do. Take me to the previous one. Because it's right next to the Rosetta shield. Think that has the negative on it, so I can see how that works? So plural precedes the character, as does negative. So they put their... I'm not actually good at grammar. They put their modifiers before the word. Take me back to FaceTime. Take me to the call. Okay, so, plural. Scientists want help with impure. Plural scientist fear. Okay. Plural scientist. Fear was like here. You noticed it because it stood out to me. As it wasn't very useful in Warrior Land, which means it has to be useful here. Plural scientists not want death. Okay. Nope. Plural scientist not want. Where's death? This is not the most efficient way to do this, but I don't remember all the symbols forever. Like, this is his response to it. We don't fear death, you pitiful fool. Okay, so this would be warrior, plural. It's fear, right? Did I solve fear? Do I know what fear is yet? So I need fear, not Slenderman on his head. So that tells me that word isn't fear. So maybe the pizza slice is fear, then, in that case. E2 tambien. Warrior. Plural. Fear, not Slenderman. No? Oh, it's not death. I need monster. I need a word for monster. Their word for monster is the Gru. Gru. Okay. So then... warrior. Plural. Maybe this one. Not the Gru. Okay. It sure would help if I actually knew this language. Warrior. Plural. Pizza slice. Negative. Gru. Okay, so in that case, that tells me something about syntax. That tells me the object goes before fear. Oh, Lord. So, like, warrior, plural, Gru, fear, not. Bite me. Warrior, plural, Gru, pizza slice, not. Okay, I'm too stupid for this one. I will come back to this once I've solved some symbols from Dr. Land. Can I do this one? Oh boy. The impures do not pass. I don't remember you guys having a monster symbol, but you must. Love like make, find, free, seek, key, potion, not, warrior, great, seek, want, devotee, man, human, death, god. Now hang on a second. Now hold on a second. Please. Impures do not pass. But the warriors call, like, monsters impure. But the devotees, like, don't really have a word for that. Would it be, like, not man? But then I would need, like, at least 5 symbols, because I would need not, man. No, I'd need like not man or something. That doesn't make sense. So then like, the thing I'm concerned about is, does that mean that the devotees revere as their god the impures or something? Imagine if this was your everyday language. I mean, I could barely speak English, so like, I feel like it'd be similar to how you see me communicate on any stream, Jakey. I feel like that's pretty close. I mean, impures do not create music. Okay, so in the context, devotee, don't remember if you do modifiers first or not. What does not look like to you? It's first, right? So like not. Pass? Pass. Ah, okay. Okay. So he's saying you can't pass, but he's calling them impure simply because they don't create music. So devotees not create. Which one of these stupid words is music? This was a huge struggle. Devotees. So like plural impure. Create. Oh no, that's crate. Whoops. It's not create, it crate. Impures make music. Oh, he's gonna play some right now. Warriors love music. Warrior love music. Another line. Devotee, let me in. Yeah, seems right. I think you're on the right track, Haga. I think you understand the language at least as well as I do. Okay. This one is for later. How about this one? Right. Okay. Oh. This is the one I started. I think we started one of them. I salute the man. Men, we are not. So, there's a man word. Man. Not me. Not me. Me. No, wait. That would be not me, man. I think not me, man. Not me, man. No? We are not men. There isn't like a to be verb in devotee, right? Don't want upgrade warrior, not potion key. Find like love, preacher, blah blah blah. Yeah, no. So men and so we should be man. We should be me. Men should be person, plural, and not. So it's something about the positioning, although I thought I just tried the two things that make sense. This just feels like a sentence you wouldn't say in Devotee, so I'm having trouble wrapping my head around this. About double negative. I don't think there's not space for double negative because I should need to use 4 symbols to represent the concept of men and we. I believe. Because the devotees just like double up a symbol when they pluralize it. So I believe we. Not me, person. Is that not what I just did? Not me, person. Person. Not me. Their negative is first. There's not that many combinations of things that could possibly fit this sentence. It's fairly basic in concept, I think. Man is universal? I don't think that's true. I distinctly remember the early murals in Devotee depicting, like, plural human to seemingly depict people at large. Maybe we are not. Wish I could do the bottom one. That feels easier than men we are not. Well, it shouldn't be, right? I mean, this feels like this reinforces my suspicion. Because these are the same sentence in terms of length, but there's more for men, so that implies I need double symbols for the first word, which means men should be plural. Because, like, free we are not should just be, like, me, not free. So this should be me, not man. Shouldn't it? Me. Not man. I thought I tried that configuration. It's late and I'm stupid. So me, not free. Where's free again? Free. Abby is free. Free Abby is, I think. Free. Abby. You have like a is word, don't you? Like a to be. Come to Abby. So that would be Abby. 1, 2. Why would that be 4? Abby. Go. Is there a 2? Oh, there is a 2 word, isn't there? Yeah, it would be Abby. Good. Verb. Go. There's like a toward or something, isn't there? Wait, hang on. Yeah. Isn't there? I thought. Not plural. Must have passed it. This path. Is it path? Is path the word I want? I thought I remember this word coming up. It was like on all their signs. But like I thought there's like there's a page in the book. I can literally look at the book. I made the book for a reason. The path. So I think I want there's a syntax question here of whether I need to say like path Abby you go or something. What do I have? I have Abby go. I probably need to say like you Abby you path? Abby go path. No, that's dumb. I put the word go multiple times. Abby you go path. You go path? Path Abby you go. The implications of some of these things, like in English, it makes sense in a certain way that, like, grammatically is just insane. Come to Abby. Come to Abby. Go. Path Abby go you? Come to Abby. Like it says, working out the syntax is starting to sound like Mr. Krabs calling into the radio to ask for a song. I don't remember that bit. Hey, Critwitch, you came and just in time to see me stare at symbols and mutter chaotic nonsense into the void. How are you doing? Abby go path you. Abby go path you. Abby? In the context, I think go is my verb, right? Abby, you... I don't remember if bards have, like, second person syntax that I'm not recalling. There's a question mark, but there's no exclamation or similar. Go. I mean, Abby should be first. Let's try. Did I try this? Abby? You go path? Abby you path go. Okay, hold on. No, I'm in the right place. I'm in Bardland. I want to be in Bardland. I want to look at a sign. What is the quickest way to get to a sign? I don't think I'm far. Hold on. How do you write directions? Maybe I don't need path. Path seems specifically for... Well, maybe I do. Path Abby. Path Abby you go? Feel like I tried those permutations, but it all starts to blend into chaos really quickly. It's funny when I step back into Bardland, I like pull my compass out. Hold on. Loading. Okay. Hat. Abby. You go. Path. Abby. Go you. I'm too stupid. You need the compass. What are the odds you won't need it? I don't know, roughly 1 in like 1024. I feel like I feel as though I understand what should go here, and I'm clearly wrong. What's the context I'm missing from this? Here's my copybook. I'm in Bardland. Wait a minute, maybe this would be... He went. You go. To Abby, you go. To Abby. Path Abby. I feel like it's like Path Abby, you go. Which I know I've tried already. But I feel like it is Path Abby, you go. Come to Abby. Abby, you plural. So, I think maybe the important thing I missed here is that when the devotee says, you come to Abby, he's using a plural you. So I think maybe we don't use path, and instead we say Abby, you, plural, go. Yep, that's what I was missing. Okay, that leaves me with like 2, right? And one of them brings me back to the present. Okay. Which thing that I did caused this to happen? Is this a shortcut? To what? I might as well ride the ride. Alchemist Express. Take a trip in the Alchemist's cable car. I guess that's what they call themselves, is the Alchemists? For a second, I thought that was just never going to change. Well, that's fun. It's not, like, extremely useful to me or anything, but that's fun. I think you asked the warriors to come and slay the Gru. Yes, that is probably it, anime. You're right. Because they were like, we fear death, and warriors are like, we don't fear death, we like kill. I don't know, Justin. I've been looking for transmutation circles everywhere. That's actually not true. You want to know where the transmutation circles are? They're all up in this book. Look at all these... Look at all them circles with weird etchings in them. All their verbs are transmutation circles, which tracks consistently. I didn't make note of which symbol was fear after all that, did I? Well, sucks to be me. Yeah, well, potion. Should know what potion is, too. Now, potion is the trident thing. The weird, wonky, curvy trident. Hooray, that expedition yielded results! We finished the page! Oh, I did that while I wasn't on screen. I was like, why can't I? Oh, right. Nah, death is upside down Slenderman, but I kept making that mistake too, Haggis. When I was trying to do that puzzle, I just kept wanting to put that. Okay. This is one I didn't really take a look at. Warriors love music. What on earth is the music symbol? Music brings the people all together. Yeah. Okay, music. Warrior pure plural love. It's like super far left, huh? Warrior plural love. Chosen one, come to the forest. Now there's a call to action if ever I've heard one. To the fortress, not the forest. So that would be fortress, bard, go. Fortress, bard, go.
Oh.
Instruments, bards possess. Oh, lord. So that would be plural. Plural first? Yeah, plural first. Plural, chosen one. It was like far to the right? Nope. Just didn't figure it out until late, huh? Let's just do it methodically because guessing randomly has not helped. Chosen. So, bards have plural instruments. Have, possess, carry, possess. Oh, bite me. There's nothing worse in like I so desperately want a backspace. It's hard enough to input all the symbols. I would desperately love to just backspace instead of starting over. Plural, chosen. Carry, possess. Plural, instrument. Plural, bard, love, play, music. Plural, chosen. Love. How do you say play music? Uh-oh. Probably create music? I'm gonna say create music. Okay. Plural bard. Go fortress. Plural bard. Go fortress. Rebuild half of the links. Wait, what? How is this half? Wait, what?
Oh.
They're all such good friends. Makes me happy. Okay, I'm still too stupid for that bottom one. For now. I should finish this language, which I've made none progress in like an hour. But, in fairness, we did other stuff. How's everyone doing? I've been very focused on not speaking English really slowly, like I'm trying to understand, or trying to make, like, cavemen understand me, I guess. Those puzzles are fun, but, like, good God, they are not easy. I guess says, I wish someone would call me to come to the forest. I would not deny the call. My hero's journey is expedited. Actually, I'm in my pajamas. I will, in fact, delay the call. Very, very good. Would it help if the call sounded like this? So, I have a silver and a gold ingot. Silver. This one.
It's somewhat effective.
Gold. However, I am too stupid to operate the remainder of this machine. And also, it is entirely possible that I've broken this middle thing? I don't really know. I also, to be honest with you, don't know what I'm trying to make. I think it's a key. I don't know what material I need to make it from, so I should probably leave this alone. This is redonk. Which part of it, Critwitch? I don't deny it. You're definitely correct, but I'm not sure which thing. I'm not sure which part of this has yielded that reaction. There's so many numbers here for some inexplicable reason. I haven't got a new page in a dog's age. Which is like 7 times human rate or whatever. Still, not gonna lie with you, still kind of mad about the map. Still definitely mad about the map. There's just a zone called Transformation. This map sucks. This map wangs chung. Dog's age is an interesting phrase. Yeah, I decided I'm like an old-timey prospector or something. Don't worry about it. I guess it's more like a turn-of-the-century resident of the South, the American South or something. I don't know. I don't actually know who says that. Me after having my own brain scrambled by speaking 4 nonsensical languages. So what I should probably do next is take my Kinktron 5000 and light this lamp, and then go do some stealth puzzles I don't want to do. Okay. So, fire is this. Do I have a make word? Start a fire. Help. These words I know. I don't feel like I needed to start the fire to be prompted for this. It would have made my life a lot easier, but it's fine. Fires are lit. Gondor calls for aid. You're not wrong. Lab 3. That tracks. That is what that should say. Oh. This is the code I got before. Oh, dear. Okay, hold on. Weird that this is where I get prompted for this. Alright. 6 is this one, right? And then 7 is this one. 8 is the cross-out one. 9 is Sanji's eyebrow. Oh, that's supposed to be 0. It's like, what does the circle represent? Yeah, okay. Got all that. That's fine. Thank you for validating, but that's fine. I need to... Well, actually, I suppose I could just consult my notes and not go over to that other room. This one. My interpretation was that this was 5039. 5039. 5 0 3. Haha! I understand numbers! Well, it sucks in here. Oh. Someone really could have used a pocket protector. It's the first time in recorded history one of them would have been useful. Okay, what's this business? I found it! Wait, it is formula! In their language, it's formula and not potion! We were both inexplicably somehow right. I found that... Oh. They tried to maybe make a medicine, but they became the Gru. Now hang on, though. What are these numbers? Are you gonna jot this down? Write that down. Okay, great. So the formula is gold, silver, carbon? I think that one's carbon? So these numbers have something to do with the freestyle Coca-Cola machine, I think. Oh, hang on, there's a death hole. Chat, remind me, do I want to go down the death hole? I can't remember, but I think you know. For some reason, I think I can trust you with this information. Yeah, we're pro death hole. Okay, let's go down the death hole. It doesn't sound good down there. Kind of sounds like Slenderman standing on his head. Maybe it's just a pit that makes the noise that you feel after eating a Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, that's what that sounds like. That's what I sound like anyway. So I think that's just to make it extra explicit clear that he turned himself into a Gru and not something else. Now, why am I still holding the lantern, I wonder? I thought there was a hitbox over there, but there wasn't. So, still not 1,000,000%. I don't think the things I just got are for this. I think they're for the freestyle machine. Because they involve, like, multiple... I guess as my fiance would tell you, I make that same noise, but she's lying. Is she, Haggis? Isn't your fiance always correct? I'm actually asking. Isn't that, like, how that works? I just came off watching the Bachelor in Paradise finale, so I may have a skewed perception of that. Vasco laying out a trap. It's quite the opposite. I'm trying to help Haggis out here, is my understanding. Worked that way in the past, but has to be wrong eventually. I think that answer is correct, although dangerous. I don't know. I mean, I have a book with some weird numbers in it. I guess they're all technically 4-digit numbers. But why would I have 3 4-digit numbers in a ham radio that takes 2 4-digit number inputs? What would I do with this? No, wait. I maybe know what to do. Hold on. What if I just show the formula to the noobs in Lab 1? They wanted the formula. Hopefully they don't make it into baby formula and then have all the children turn into Grus. That seems like a bad use of formula and chaotic evil science. Although I suppose that's a matter of perspective. Oh, let's race this guy. Actually, I need to go this way. I think this is the one I want. Hey, you. You want the formula. We're seeking transformation. I have it. If you want it, I could give it to you. Plural make blank, plural make blank. Multiple blank make blank. Transformation opens blank. What? Why is that the same word in both sentences? Some things make X. Transformation opens X. Door? It could be door, or like doorway. Do I have a... I don't, right? I don't know, let's write down like door with like 8 question marks after it. I am of the impression that they don't actually want the formula. Did I try the mural? You mean the mural in the basement? I figured that out eventually. I have all those words. It's fine. She's in San Francisco currently and can't hear me telling the internet stranger a secret about her. Like, she's very pretty and I love her. Scandalous, Haggis! Everyone, quickly tell all your friends about how great Haggis's fiance is. It'll embarrass him. It's right there in the back. Oh, this thing. I mean, it's just transform and fire. I have those words too. I mean, someone said these are probably the amounts of the elements mixed. That much I understand. That much is clear to me. Don't get me wrong. The thing I'm confused about is how do I apply this knowledge? My best guess is the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine, but it doesn't feel like that takes, like, 4-digit inputs? But clearly this isn't it. I mean, I can mess around with the, like, whatever the heck this thing is. Oh, it reset it. That's interesting. But, like, the thing is, it only takes, like, 2 4-digit numbers, and I have 3 of them, so it doesn't feel like this is correct. Okay, let's go to the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine and see if we can void transaction. There's no game in the world that makes you feel as smart and as stupid simultaneously. I'll reference another Brian Regan bit. He talks about how racquetball is the only sport where you could be looking directly at the ball as it hits you in the back of the head. And I feel like that's a fantastic metaphor for the experience of trying to decode the Chants of Sennaar. I recall there was something in there. Buy the hat, but not the hat. There was, like, another page of, like, random symbols that weren't words that, like, it didn't seem to have any interactions for. This game was nominated for a Game Award. I'm under the impression it didn't win, which sucks. Because it's really good. Even though sometimes I hate it. There is a void transaction. Get out of here. Okay. So, then, E2 time bien. How do I... How do I do it? $1,405. 0,812. 46. But how do I apply that garbage? Wait, hold on. So these are 1s. This is a 5. This is 10. This is 100. This is 200. Okay. Okay. So, let's get... So for 1,000, I need to put both 500s on here. And then I need 400, which would be all of the remaining... Yeah, for gold, you basically just jam everything on here, huh? And then 5. No 10s, but 5. And that should be gold, right? That's for gold? Oh, hang on. This works slightly different than I thought it did. So I think that's right. That's 1,400? 405. And then I press the blue button. And then, no. Then I press the middle button. Then I... Hold, please. Then I... Gold. Is that not what I just did? What did I just do? Okay, great. I put some gold in there. I'm figuring it out. Everyone's proud of me. I am cool. And smart. This one is 812. Everyone please leave. Just want to start from scratch. Don't trust myself. Okay. So this is 5, 7, 800. For 12, I can use this and 2 individual servings. And we'll double check this because there are consequences. This is 8, right? Yeah, 8. So 8 is 5, 6, 7, 8. This one is 8. Then a 10 and 2 ones. Okay. But that is for silver. So silver. And then this button. I'm still confused as to, I really thought I did everything correctly and hit the go button. No! I pressed the gold button, which deselected completely. That's what happened. That's what happened. I understand. I understand. I didn't think none was an option. I didn't think I could order a none pizza with left beef, but here we are. And then I need... That one is like carbon. And that is 46, correct? 46. So I need... It's really odd that this machine has, like, exactly the weights you need for this specific thing and not enough for general use. 6 of them. And then we hit the go button. And then we have, like, a cursed Gru potion that I don't know what I want it for. Cool. It looks like a dog treat. Or a little bit like the symbol on the Gold Ranger staff. So, presumably, I must take that to the library stairs? I think? Or, no, maybe this one. Maybe it's this door? The Cursed Door of Hate that I don't like at all? The Cursed Door of Hate! Now, I do find myself as something of a quandary. Is this gonna take me to up? I know what all but one of these symbols mean, but the game hasn't let me decode them, which is of some concern. Let me try going immediately through the door, as I feel like that might tell me something. No. It's just to the next zone. Bum. Do I want the last page? I mean, yes. I get the... maybe if I solve all of the world's problems, they'll tell me how to mix a purple key to open all these stupid doors. Do I need a different one for all the purple doors? I don't know. Probably. Sorry, what? The large glass mosaic on the library's second floor? Those have those? Where was I for that? I don't think I was here for that. Meet bards in the library. Hello? Yeah, I missed this symbol for a while. That was really important. I mean, they're just hanging out. I don't think I can actually interact with them. But we did! Oh. Some things make doors. Thanks, Mural. Teamwork make the door work. So is that symbol like fairies or something? Okay, hold on. You go here. Door is this thing. Book is this one. Listen, I do like this game quite a lot. Don't get me wrong. I've done a little bit of griping. I will say this. I have two what I think are genuine grievances with the Science Zone, which is the camera angles are extraordinarily more misleading than the other areas, which is when you get used to it being fairly straightforward, it like flip-flopping around in a couple key areas, making it more confusing to navigate, genuinely did create me some problems. Two, the map is bad and incorrect. If the map was just slightly more accurate, it would have saved me like a half hour or like 40 minutes or something. So this is Alchemists, the Bards are Captain Planet, and then these dudes are Bros. I completed the translation of the Alchemist language. Now. Oh yeah, I have to absorb knowledge. I forgot. Waft. It's a minor grievance that it's entirely possible for you to understand the symbols without having them validated. The system the game uses to give you the validating pages is like, it's like an A- or like a B+. If that was tweaked a little bit, it would like really polish the general experience of the game, in my opinion. Which, don't get me wrong, game is already great. It would just be like inarguably amazing versus like it has a couple of rough edges. The machine you saw earlier is a calculator to help with math if you get stuck. Oh, that's fair.
Oh.
That's really funny. What's weird is you don't do like calculations. You just have to decipher the numbers. Oh, no, I see. It's not exactly a calculator, right? You just put the numbers like you would in English, and then on the right, it shows you what it looks like. But I'm too smart for that. The one I was too stupid for before. Yeah, it's good to know that exists, and I appreciate you pointing that out, because at this point, I would never need to figure that out. Okay. Let's do... Brrr. Oh no, we didn't do this. We didn't finish this one because this is the one I was too stupid for. So what sent them upstairs? I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point. Okay. Warrior. Warriors. Plural. Fear not. I think this was part of it. I didn't know what the fear symbol was for sure. The impure. So that's gonna be Gru. So warrior plural. Monster, not fear? Monster? Fear? Not? Man, what's the thing I'm missing here? Warriors are not afraid of the impure. I mean, impure has to be monster, right? Like, it can't be anything else. Okay. Oh, hold on. Fairy. It is fairy. No afraid of impure. 3 and 5. Inverting 3 and 5 is what I just did, I think. I did warrior plural, monster, fear not. And that wasn't correct either. Afraid of the impure. I mean, you wouldn't say, like, not monster. In alchemist speak, not comes... It negates the word before it. So it should be... Afraid of the impure. It feels like there's only 2 possibilities, and I swear I've tried both of these. Either monster, fear, not, which is wrong, or warrior, plural, fear not monster, which is also wrong. So what's the nuance I'm missing here? So yeah, this is saying the alchemists want to help the monster. The alchemists are afraid and don't want to die. I mean, it's definitely saying it's equating the monster symbol to impure, so that should be fine as it is. Alchemists are afraid. Alchemists fear. Warriors fear not. I don't understand. I genuinely feel like one of those things I put in should be correct. Warrior. Fear not. What could it possibly be if not warriors plural fear not monster? I don't understand. Well, sometimes looking at the other one will help. Warriors will help the scientists. That's not gonna help me. That should be pretty straightforward. That should just be warrior plural, help scientist plural. Warrior plural. Scientists don't have a to be verb, right? That's not the thing I'm missing. Plural numbers. Close copper. Laboratory formula. Fire, fear, monster. Help. Just make open carbon book. Numbers, numbers. Bard, plant, not warrior. Death, numbers, numbers, number. What am I missing? Because I mean, like, I think they have a straightforward construction in this way. If we look at the example we already used, like, alchemists are afraid is alchemist plural fear. So, like, warriors plural, not fear, but, like, not comes after the word it negates, isn't it? Do warriors refer to themselves as warriors? I mean, it's the equivalent symbol for warriors. They have their own symbol for it, but they do essentially call themselves warriors, and we're just using the equivalent from the other language because we're translating. Fear monster not. I don't think that's consistent with what we've seen, but I guess I technically haven't tried it. Fear monster not. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that to work. Not afraid of the impure. So you never see a direct translation of the thing you inputted, which is fine. Might help a little bit here, but that makes enough sense to me. The alchemists want to help the monster. Alchemist, plural, want help monster. Sure. Alchemists don't want to die. Alchemist, plural. No, not comes before the verb. I remembered incorrectly. I stupid. So, not fear monster. So stupid. Warrior plural. One of these stupid verbs that look the same to me. Help alchemist plural. Well, I'm really curious what that one did, and we're already here, so, well, we're not here, but we're going to be here. FaceTime Continuum, to the top. Let's go find that. This was not an efficient way to do this. It may still be quicker to just go the other way. So, I guess I would expect them to be at the labs? Or maybe the mines. But I think I would check the labs first. Oh, dear. I should take the elevator because I don't want to go by the restaurant. I don't like the layout of the alchemist place. It's just like somehow the most cumbersome to navigate. And that includes like the stinking sewers in the Bard country. Bard country for old men. So my guess is they're talking to these guys. They are talking to these guys. They captured a monster to do experiments on, which we'll assume is a good thing and not horrible. Actually, wait a minute. I don't have my lantern. So does that mean I can't go listen to the... Oh, no, the lantern mysteriously spawned in my hand when I came over here. So does the death hole still make breathing sounds, or is that the guy we got? No achievement for that? I feel like I'm pretty clever. Let's do... Take the cable car again. Just for fun. I'm not opposed. Mixing metals cause monster. You know... Oh, I didn't notice this before. The little... It's like behind my microphone, so I missed this little card with the science on it. Considering that mixing those metals gave us a key that opened the ferry door, I'm guessing we're gonna figure that out next time we stream, when we go to that, what appears to be the last area. And I don't know, it says there's, I've only done half the connections, which is wild to me. What time is it? We got a little time. We've already found a bunch of the changes. I'd like to do this methodically and not just have Devilish tell me where all the things are. So give me a second. I would like to go... to... There's another FaceTime machine down here, right? In the copper mine? I think? I believe that's correct? Yes. This is the one I was thinking of. So, let us observe. I'm looking for my brothers. The warriors are not brothers. I found a book. We are brothers. We are brothers. So this is the library here. We ran into them. So, one down. Nope, not the most efficient way to move that. Okay. So we are here. So we have done second from the top. Top one is... Wish this was slightly more efficient, but that's okay. I'll ride the cable car in a minute, don't worry.
Oh.
Warriors love music. Chosen one, come to the fortress. Bards have music and love to play music. We will go to the fortress, so we should go to the fortress to check out the top one. Okay, for some reason... This. I guess it's technically a way to get pretty close to the warrior country. If I'm remembering geography correctly. They crossed out the sign because they're friends. I don't specifically remember which one this is. Down the hole. And now I'm magically wearing my disguise. I sure am. It's a surprisingly loud water wheel. I mean, strictly speaking, I would say my guess is we want to be by the entrance, which we're not really close to at all. So I probably should have just used the teleporter to get closer to there. Secret lizard. Aww. Never mind, this is where I want to be. They built him a stage so that they could listen to music because the Warriors revere music. This is very good. Yeah, this one is especially good. I mean, the cable car is very cute, but like, this is nice. Cool. I'm gonna go back the way I came because I don't remember where other warrior transporters are other than one that's very far away. So that was the thing I was looking for from the top one, right? I want to work my way top down and make sure I see all of them. And then we can do everything self-contained in the next stream for what maybe is the finale, maybe? It sounds like there's one area to do, but I think we have all the languages? There's a way to check that by saving the game and then loading it again, because the save file tells you how many symbols you have validated. Maybe it tells you that when you save? Maybe? I don't know. My favorite thing is it's not just that the bards came and played music to be friends with the warriors, but the warriors like built them a little stage that I don't think was there in the middle of that area before. They're like, we want to impress them because we want to hear their music. It's very cute. You want to know if this lift is viable? How do you mean? Oh, the corkscrew lift. I mean, if you want kind of an answer to that, on Lego Masters, this most recent season, Season 4, someone constructed a mechanism that's not entirely dissimilar to that to raise a little Lego roller coaster up. They were, like, trying to impress the judges by, like, not using the stock parts, and they're like, I think this could work, and they looked at it, they're like, I don't know, man, and then they, like... I don't know, I shouldn't say more than that. You should check it out if you want. All I'll say is the results are definitely interesting. That much is for sure. So... The top one is... Yeah, this invites them to come and do the thing we just looked at. This was the bards come to the library. What's this one?
Hey.
I salute the man. We are not men because we're not free. Come to the Abbey. Okay, so we gotta go to the first floor. I'm gonna guess it can't be the first one because it should have to be inside the Abbey. So it should be 2 or 3. I'm not... Maybe in that courtyard where everyone's circling around all the time? Maybe? Probably not gonna be the graveyard. Is there an obvious place where they would go? I'm gonna go deliberately away I don't think it is to rule this out. This is... Oh, no. This is to the church. Oh, wait. Not what I was expecting, but I found it accidentally. I'm just hanging out with the beggar guy. It's not how I thought that would go. Hey, you're upgrade too, pal. Seeking the preacher. Nope, you just got the old dialogue. Don't worry about it. Okay. So that one is 3rd from the top. I mean, it makes sense in a certain way. That guy's kind of got more freedom than some of the other people here, even. And if we consider the ad to be free and freedom to be the absolute pinnacle of whatever, then, yeah, hang out with the beggar. Why not? Okay, so that one is third from the top. So I want to verify this one next. This conversation is the monster. Okay, we did that one. So then let's go to 3. This conversation is... Okay, this is the Border Patrol. They're like, you can't pass because you don't make music. No, wait, no. This is... I should go to the front gate. This should have resolved the front gate, right? Like, the door should be open. God's favorite door should be open. I found it. They opened God's favorite door. And now a devotee is playing music for them. That's very good. I've already sort of... This just like leads to the entrance to the fortress. Okay, so then that leaves just one I haven't confirmed, but I think that should be Border Patrol. Because I don't think I encountered that in my double check. I mean, the plants are dying. We did the plants. And this is the one I was just at, right? So hold on. It's plants, God's favorite door, catch the monster, concert. Which one of these did the border change with the sign? Maybe it'd be different if I was here from the beginning. Yeah, I mean, this stuff probably doesn't mean much to you if you weren't seeing the previous state of things, Critwitch. Because we did all the super hard language puzzles, I kind of wanted to, like, see all the payoff all at once. Warrior music did it. Okay. Even though the border there has the scientists talking to bards, the warriors... I don't know, that doesn't quite track for me, but whatever, I accept it. I think we've checked all of them now, right? I think we've checked all the ones that we've done. I think that's all of them. My brain is having difficulty at this point in this particular day retaining all of the things at once. Because they're kind of... Some of them aren't totally concrete, but because we ran through all of them, I think we found all of them. Yeah, so let's just go... Stand near the door, I guess? Oh, it's just the wrong way to go out of that room. It just is. So, next Saturday, we will pass through the fairy gate that science made in order to... something. Is there a, This game doesn't have, like, a letting you know that it's saving icon, right? Saved less than a minute ago. That should be plenty. So let's quit the game. And now it's very warm colors in here. Alright, well, I mean, considering that we also managed to do all those translation puzzles, I feel like that's a pretty good return on time investment for, like, a 4-ish hour stream. Like I said, next Saturday, the plan will be to I think, finish this. I'm a little confused because, like, one translation puzzle ago, the game was like, you did half of them. And I'm like, that math doesn't seem to check out. Like, based on the knowledge that I have, that sounds wrong. But I imagine we'll learn something about how people become Gru monsters that eat people in the dark by going through the fairy gate. Maybe we'll meet some cool fairies, I don't know. We might also meet some very villainous evil fairies. Sometimes they are not friends in fiction. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I still maintain that this isn't my favorite section, the alchemist section. It's not, like, terrible. It's not like the frustration I have here outweighs the enjoyment from other parts of the game or anything like that. But, like, I do definitely think coming out of this, I'm less enthusiastic about the particular experience of this segment than I was the Bard one. And even, like, I don't know, the Warrior one I was a little lukewarm on. Maybe it's about the same. I came away from the Devotee one reasonably happy. So if I had to rank them in this particular moment, I think it'd be like Bard's top, Devotees. Warriors and Scientists are pretty even, I think. Just in different ways. I mean, both they're the two that had, like, stealth sections to them. Not that it was particularly long in the science area or anything like that. I kind of have mixed feelings about the incorporation of the math there. It felt a little clunky. It was kind of fun to, like, figure out their counting system, so, like, that was pretty cool. But, like, it's weird that, like, it's weird the way the game presents learning the numeric system. Like the Bard play. You mean where they're like, the fool went into the maze because he wanted to go up. Fool! Fools go up! But yeah, no, this game is great. Yeah, I mean, like I said, maybe some minor tweaks here and there, but, like, so far I've continued to really enjoy the experience despite getting a little more frustrated in this area. I mean, honestly, I do think a big part of it is the navigation. I mentioned the sort of, like, camera angles flopping a little bit more here, and the map is... The other big problem I had was the map, which is also kind of related to that. But part of it, too, is that even as sprawling as the Bard area was, it felt easier to get from one far end to another, if that makes any sense. So, like, when I would, like, learn something and have to traverse the entire science area, I'd have to, like, go up, like, a weird staircase and then, like, take a weird roundabout route. It's just, like, it prolonged the... Any frustrating moment where I was trying to find something to advance was prolonged by the difficulty of navigating the area. I think that's, like, a big part of it. Which, like, again, not, like, a huge insurmountable problem, but I think that's why I became, like, a little bit more irritable playing this section than the others. Because, like, I don't think overall that this was, like, considerably harder to figure out than the Bard thing. I sort of enjoyed it less, but I'm not even entirely sure exactly why, other than that I think part of it is, like, when I either had a lead on something or no lead on something and, like, wanted to get to a specific place, it felt needlessly circuitous to get to some of the places to try things out. And I think it made it a little more frustrating when I didn't have a grasp on what was going on. But we'll see how all these areas compare to whatever's behind the fairy door. Next weekend. We should have a normal Friday and Saturday stream. Then the following weekend, we'll figure that out based on how next weekend goes. I hope everybody watching enjoys the rest of your week. Good luck with holiday planning and gift giving and all that sort of thing. Before we can sign off, though, there is, of course, one final order of business, and that is to locate the secret Squirtle, because somewhere on the couch behind me I have hidden a Squirtle, and if you are able to locate that Squirtle, it will of course be an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. So, I invite you to take a moment and consider where I may have hidden such a Squirtle, and while you do that, I'll have some of this, majority of this 100% juice apple. The Bardic sewers are OP. That's just because you like the piss sewers demolition. I don't know what that says about you, but it does say something. Yeah. Listen, the relatively large Santa hat and the headphones, they have not been friends. They are not brothers. Brothers not, headphones hat. Any other guesses? I imagine my backtrack through the entirety of the world was some amount off-putting to some amount of people. Let's quit the warm screen. Let's quit the warm screen. My pirate squid. Alright, you all go crazy if someone adds one, or I'll try to notice it. But let's go take a look and see if we can find that Squirtle. Ow. Ow. Pikachu gets. Okay. Let's start. Our pirate squid friend has been positioned with a certain friend for some time, and I've just sort of left it there because no one has guessed him in a little bit. So, pirate squid is concealing our little dragon friend, Dr. Cinder Agon. Dr. Agon to her colleagues, who aren't necessarily her friends. Behind Pikachu, you will find Ceratops the Triceratops. You can have a close look. She hasn't been around for a minute. And there was a guess, we added a couple. The grocery store suddenly had holiday-themed Charlie Brown friends who are Squishmallows. So here's Charlie Brown. He honestly looks a little bit goofy. He like somehow, without like the big roundness of his head, I feel like something is lost in translation, but like you can't not have Christmas Charlie Brown. You just can't do it. And then there's like a little Santa Cape Woodstock who also has reindeer antlers. It's a really interesting combination of Christmas cheer. Like Santa Cape, but also reindeer. I feel like normally you don't mix the two, right? But like, yeah, this is really good. Also, for the record, there is a Squirtle back there. Kind of hiding under both of them because it's my very big Squirtle. This is my birthday Squirtle from this year, who I love very much. Now my arms are full of things. As is tradition. So congratulations for those able to locate this Squirtle among these other friends. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. We'll be playing more of this game next week, maybe finishing it. And then on the Friday in between, we'll be playing some more Rain Code, which good grief almighty, that game has been delivering some things that maybe aren't all good. Woo, woo, woo. The last 2 weeks in particular have been quite the roller coaster of like a tremendous amount of promise and then kind of the sewer. Just like a big roller coaster drop into Stinktown. But we'll address that when the time comes on Friday. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, everybody, and remember that you are Clawsome.